Find anything funny about you coming on the internet laughing about how your child told you that they be hearing you and your...
What did you just say?
Our daughter is crying right now because she heard you screaming and she wanted to make sure you're okay.
I was screaming?
Yeah. So I think you should go talk to her, let her know that you're okay.
Narcissistic mothers who are loud during it's something that we need to talk about. While sexual activity in a household with their parents is a very normal thing, very normal part of adult relationships, ensuring it does not negatively impact the children is a must. It impacts their emotional well-being and is just crucial for us to keep an eye on it and not do that to our children. Parents might underestimate how much their children can hear or assume they're asleep. Parents with blurred boundaries between their private lives and their roles as caregivers may not prioritize shielding their kids from adult activities. In some cases, parents may fail to consider how such experiences could affect their children, emotionally or psychologically.
What's wrong?
I heard you screaming. I wanted to know what's wrong. My dog was answering me.
Oh, our door was closed. I'm so sorry.
Like you were hurt or something.
Oh, no, I'm not hurt. I'm sorry that scared you. I thought you were so asleep.
Hearing parents engage in sexual activities can be very traumatizing. As someone who lived it very vividly from an uncaring, exaggerated mother, the slightest noise at night would trigger me, would make me flinch. I dreaded the night. I dreaded going to sleep. I knew that there was nothing that I could do to stop that situation from happening, no matter how much I tried to talk to my mother about it. Actually, that made it worse. The time that I would actually tell her, she would even scream louder. Narcissistic mothers only care for themselves. Young children may not understand exactly what's going on, and for some of them, they might think it's a DV case. They might think it's a domestic situation. Oh, my mother is getting hurt. They might be worried. They might go to the room thinking that, oh, what's going on with my mother? And that might cause them to actually see even worse things. What's worse is that some parents laugh about the situation, not taking into consideration the kids' emotions, not thinking that their kids are in distress. What's going on with you people? Mostly the parents that makes us go through these situations are narcissists.
Okay, so I was just on Twitter, and there's a debate going on. This girl texts her mother, and she asks if her mother can keep it down, because I guess she can hear her mother having sex.
They don't care about our well-being at all. For some of them, it's an actual fetish. They want us to hear everything, being extremely loud on purpose, and worse, doing it in the same bed as their children. I read a comment in one of the videos saying that if I would close the door, my mom would open her door just so I could still hear it. I would close my door, but she would come and open the door. That's abuse. Abuse. And these children sometimes are forced to grow up hypersexual. So I used to have a stepsister who would sleep with my mom and her boyfriend, and then before that, she would sleep with her own mother and all the men that she would get in the house. This little girl was 4 years old. She grew up to be hypersexual. She would do a lot of things that she would pretend to be asleep so that she could watch my mother and the stepdad doing it. She would pretend to go to sleep because she wanted to see it, because she was so used to it. She was traumatized as being a little kid, 4 years old, with her own mother and then with her stepmother, which was my mother. She started acting like that until I told my mom, Mom, you can't be doing this. And I took that little girl to my room. She was scared to be in my room. I still took her in my room. I made her the bed there. She slept. We shared a room now. But she was scared of my room and would often cry being in my room. I don't know what happened after that. That was like 15 years ago. I hope she's okay now. I really hope. I'm thinking she's traumatized. As I experienced it, I am traumatized. I'm still traumatized, but I have healed a lot.
My 21 female mother 44 female, won't stop having loud phone intercourse at night. How do I confront her about this?
It leaves very deep scars, in hatred in my case. I have let go of the hatred already. That took a lot of years, but the scars is still there. The trauma never completely leaves. Oh, you should be lucky. Your parents still love each other. There's no need for the kids to see all the love or hear all the love. There's no need for the kids to know. Okay, love each other. Go ahead and love each other. But you don't have to let everybody know that you love each other. This is trauma that requires therapy. And me, because I don't have money, that's why I have not had therapy. But I went no contact with my mother, so that helps. Lots of healing, especially if it was constant. If it was something that was happening every day. If you would talk to your mother and she would still do it. If something was like that, it becomes very, very traumatic. Not just once, not just twice that you heard it, okay? No. If it's something that happens every day because they do it on purpose. Narcissistic mothers would not care if you hear it. They rejoice knowing that you are hearing them. They rejoice. An every night thing, you become traumatized. It's abuse. This is abuse towards children. Respecting children's developmental needs, maintaining appropriate boundaries, fosters trust, emotional security within the family. Parents should follow model behavior that demonstrates respect for privacy and boundaries and for the well-being of everyone in the household. If you know that your mother or your dad or the people around you does that without caring for you, you should definitely speak about it because it's not going to change. It never changes. Right now, I'm in my 30s and that situation is still happening. Not with me because I left, and it's been years and years and years, and that situation never stopped. Experiences since I was little with my dad, then with my stepdad, then with the other stepdad. It's just something that never stopped, and it all came from my own mother. So I can just tell you that it's not going to change. If you need to call someone and report it, I would do so. So I thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.